Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel SAP SD and ABAP League Support. In previous session, we discussed about how to create RFC destination, and I have received some queries also. And let me try to clarify it one more time. For example, there is a one outbound IDOC that is there's an order acknowledgement. It's an 855 interface. Message type is ORDRSP, and there are two customers, customer one, customer two. So for both of them, data will be transferred to PI only. Now the customer one following the NC SQL format, and the customer two following the XML or file or any text format. So if you see here, so for example, ZRNV, ZRNV output will be triggered for both of them, and that output will be hit to the PA system, because in our case the destination is same only. Our intention is to transfer the IDOC data as an XML file to PA team. That is our limit from SAP system, right? So we are going to create only one RFC destination for both of them in this case, and PA team will write some logic from their end to transfer. So what kind of XML file? It's an ANSI XML format, means they will transfer it to destination one, and if it is an XML file or text format, then they will transfer it to destination 2. Remember, our limit is to transfer the data to PA team only. So PA team has the responsibility to transfer the data to the relevant vendor or a customer based on their design basically. So this is one way having single. So in this case, single port and single RFC destination. So logic will be added from PI end to decide how to whom data should be sent, because PI team have the is PI team's intermediator between SAP and the vendor. So they will decide how the data should be transferred. So this is one way. The second way is that instead of avoiding all these logics and all from PI end, we can simply have two different destinations, RFC destination. Okay, create two different RFC destination and two different port. This is one solution. So the first solution, one RFC and one port for both the customers. The second option is that create two different RFC destinations and two different port, because in a port we can assign only one RFC destination only. Hope now this will clarify about the RFC destination. Okay, today we'll discuss about how to create the ports. Let me go to the system. So the transaction code to create the port is WE21. So in W21 we have different kind of ports are available. Transactional RFC. So ports has different types here. It's a TRFC, transactional RFC, file, ABAP PI, XML file, XML HTTP, like this. Most of the times we will be using transactional RFC only. So this transactional RFC will be used to transfer the data between SAP systems or SAP to non-SAP systems. And coming to CPIC, CPI-C will be used in case of API communication between SAP to API. API stands for Application Programming Interface. And coming to file and HTML XML file. So these two methods are used to transfer or update the data into application server, that is AL11 directory. In AL11 directory, if you want to upload the data, IDOC data as a file or as a XML file, we can decide that. If it's an XML file, go with XML file port type, and if you want to store it as a file, go with the file as a port type. So in case of file and XML file, we need to create the physical and logical directory, the storage where we need to keep the files, that we should decide. And with the help of our ABAP team, we can create that physical directory. Then we should create a logical directory for the physical directory in a file transaction code. Then do the required configs. So in upcoming sessions, we will discuss about this file transaction code, how to use that, and what's the full use of that T codes. So today we'll simply discuss about port only, how to create the port and all. It's very simple. Um, First, we need to select which one, under which type we are going to create the port. Let me select transactional RFC and click this create icon. So here we have two options here: generate port name or own port name. Generate port name means system will propose the port name automatically. If I click OK, system will propose the port name. If I click own port name means I need to specify the port name. In other words, we can say that a generate port name is an internal, one port name is external, number range kind of thing. Okay, let me give one port name like G test 123 something. Click OK. So here I need to specify description. Again, I can give same thing, and I need to specify the RFC destination here. So here I need to propose the RFC that I have created in the previous step. So RFC the first step, second step is the port creation. In the port, we should configure the RFC that we have created and mention the RFC here and click on save. That's it about the port creation. And this is how we should create the port for each and every objects. Once port is created, then we should use this port in the partner profile configuration in WE20 transaction code. Okay, in WE20 we can simply assign this port there. Hope this video will be very helpful to you guys. We will meet in the next video. Thanks everyone.